Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball shot. Greetings, football family. Happy Saturday. Bless up to all those fans of the beautiful game. Welcome to BCN Sports. Watch along of Arsenal versus Everton. Number 2 in the EPL table, Arsenal takes on 10th in the EPL table, Everton. Let's get to the starting 11. By the way, my name is Benton. Big up to Junior, big up to Camon. Yo, go on and enjoy yourself. I'm manning the ship. Running solo today. Let's get to the starting 11. The game is at Hill Dickinson Park. Basically for Arsenal, they would love to be top at Christmas, of course. Love to be top at the end of the season. So 16 of the last 32 title winners of the EPL in the 32-year history of the EPL has been top of the winner at Christmas. So it's a kind toss. 16 of the last 32 teams that have won the EPL title has been top of the season. So at Christmas. All right, let's get to the starting 11. The teams are out. First, let's start with the home team. Pickford in goal. Malenko, Keane, Tarkowski, O'Brien in the back. You got Garner, Areg Buno, Alcaraz, Grealish, McNeil, and Barry leads the line. The question is, can young Barry deliver? I mean, it's a young player who's very, very feisty. He's been, well, not feisty. He's been very good in terms of working on both sides of the ball. For me, you know, with God in this Everton outfit, of course, Jack Grealish has done quite well for them. But I am very much interested to see the absence of Idris Gueye, who's at AFCON, how that impacts the team. Carlos Alcaraz is a huge player for them. It's a player that works on both sides of the ball and can create off the dribble. Very good player and can shoot from anywhere. So Everton, you know, I think the season has been going better than probably many toughies expected coming in. You know, they didn't splash out a lot of money. And, of course, with David Moyes, they have done quite well. You know, they're sitting in 10th in the table with 3 points. They would move up into the top 10. All right, now for Arsenal, the title chasing Arsenal, sitting second in table. Raya in goal. Calafiori, Henkepe, Saliba, Timber rounds out the back four. Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard in the midfield. Gyökeres, Saka, and Trossard rounds out the starting 11. Saliba and Henkepe, of course, Gabriel is out for a while for this team. So, you know, this Gunners team will be without Gabriel. You know, it's a very good, this is the big money side. This is a team that has spent a lot of money in the transfer window. So, you know, there were questions asked of Mikel Arteta if Gyökeres is living up to expectation, to paraphrase, and so forth. So there's a bit of pressure on Gyökeres to get the goals in. You know, but I think from an Arsenal standpoint, not that I'm an Arsenal fan, from an Arsenal perspective, it's just to try to get the 3 points, you know. Big up to all those on the live. Big up. It's been a wonderful day watching English Premier League. Of course, Chelsea and Newcastle in an entertaining game earlier today. Liverpool just defeated Spurs. Boy, Liverpool, Jaja. The man they must struggle against 9 men Spurs at the end. So Liverpool just defeated Spurs 2-1. Mikel Arteta looking a bit nervous. So getting ready for kickoff. We'll keep an eye on also Leeds versus Crystal Palace, which is getting ready to kick off here at the same time. Also in La Liga, I will update on Real Madrid versus Sevilla, as Kylian Mbappe is chasing Cristiano Ronaldo's record of 59 goals in a calendar year. Kylian Mbappe sitting on 58 goals. So let's get to it, family. Let's see what the Gunners have in store as we're off at Hill Dickinson Park. Long ball from David Raya. It's going to be interesting to see, does Everton drop deep, or do they Do they play on the counter drop and then don't limit Arsenal space in the back behind them? Now, of course, we saw a very very feisty Everton against Manchester United in Monday Night Football a few weeks ago. So if that Everton show up today, it's gonna be a difficult afternoon for Arsenal. So Tarkowski and Keane in the back. Ball is with Pickford. He's sending it long, looking for McNeil. Cut out by Calaferi, who's down, slow to get up. Ball is with Everton. Still, Arsenal dropping off, giving Everton some level of possession in their own half. Everton playing it around. Can't find anything early in terms of trying to unlock this Arsenal defense. Keane to Barry. Barry to Garner. Garner trying to send it over. Looking for Grealish. Or Malenko. Or Mekolenko on the overlap. And it's cut out. Henkepe already in a little bit of pain. Seems to be something happened there with his shoulder. Ball is with Arsenal. Saliba finds Rice. Rice to Henkepe. Henkepe driving into Everton's half of the field. Lays it off to Trossard, who dropped short. Ball is with Rice. Back in Arsenal's half. Barry, young Barry, Theo Barry putting a bit of pressure on. Barry telling the players to come up, but you can't tell the big man them to come up when David Moyes tell him to drop off. Ball is switched over to Saka, headed inside, picked up by Grealish. Grealish now finds Eric Bona. Eric Bona finds Barry out left. He's got Saliba for company. He turns inside. And looking to squeeze through Carlos Alcaraz there, young Barry. How can I pass that? And slowly, surely, Mikel Arteta will have words for the referee on this one. Gyökeres getting cleaned up by Michael Keane there. Referee, after a short pass by Barry. Referee said no dice, no yellow card. No yellow card, that is. Ball is with Pickford in the back. Pickford to Keane. Keane back to Pickford. Pickford sent it wide, looking for McNeil. Headed up by Calaferi again. Rogbonna picks it up, and it's off an Arsenal player. Trossard kicks it off an Everton player, and it's out for a throw. Yeah, Mikel Arteta looked nervous already, and the game just started. Of course, again, entering the game, Man City is leading the table after defeating West Ham earlier on. Man City defeated West Ham 3-0. So Man City is up by a point. And of course, from an Arsenal perspective, you're going into the dog days of winter, in the Premier League. Over the Christmas period, it's busy games. You have games today, you have games on the 27th. Then you have a couple of games, I think, around the New Year's period. So you have to be careful and try to pick up as many points as possible. Especially, for a title chasing team, you want to win football games. Henkepe. As Everton drops off, allowing Arsenal, possession of the ball. It's 5 minutes in, still 0-0. This is BCN Sports Watch Along of English Premier League. Everton versus Arsenal. And we have a clash here between Saliba and Grealish. Mekalenko comes away with it, finds Grealish. Grealish shows the plays down. Looking to send Mekalenko back on and out for a goal kick. David Raya quickly get Arsenal going again. Ball is turned inside. Odegaard picks it up out of his 18. Sends it wide. Henkepe to Calafori. Calafori, to Odegaard. Zubimendi dropping deep. Festive fixtures. This time of year, ball is with Odegaard. Odegaard sends it back to Zubimendi. Arsenal looking for option going forward. Odegaard looking to find Timber, and it's overhit pass and into the arms of goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. Garner with it for Everton. James Garner sends it wide, looking for Tarkowski. Tarkowski says, run on. In terms of trying to find, here comes Ergbona on it. A little loose with a touch taken away by Rice. Saliba with it. No clear-cut chances yet to any of these teams. Nothing clear. I mean, a lot of it, maybe a bit of a cagey affair so far between these two teams. And again, just to reiterate, Arsenal wants to take those 3 points. They, I mean, at the end of the day, you want to, as Timber plays it back to Raya. Raya sends it wide to Henkepe. Alcaraz running, pretty much shadowing Zubimendi there for a little bit, preventing him from picking up the ball. Trossard looking for a wide switch, finds Saka. Saka controls. Mikalenko has Grealish for help. Saka then rolls it back to Timber. Zubimendi now with it. Arsenal needs to get a bit more penetrative. All the way back. How can I play a back ball game this, brother? We'll keep an eye on Leeds versus Crystal Palace, other game going on in the English Premier League. And also in La Liga, we'll keep an eye, a score update on Sevilla versus Real Madrid. In fact, that game, there might be a better game for do a watch along. Rice finds Hinkepe. He sends it wide to Trossard. Trossard looking to find Gyökeres. And Gyökeres... Tarkowski, get up, brother. Tarkowski's down. He's on, looking, maybe looking for a foul. Referee said no dice, but Everton is with it. Young Barry trying to get away from Saliba. Saliba playing him very close. Ball is all the way back to Raya in goal. Everton really missing Ndia. Really missing Ndia. I mean, Ndia is definitely a general in this Everton team. I mean, his creative style of play, of course, Ndia is at the AFCON, so he's gone. Of course, Idrissa Gueye is also missing for Everton. Last time these two teams played in the English Premier League was at Goodison Park. That game ended 1-1. Of course, this is the Hill-Dixon Stadium. It's a temporary home as Everton, is in the process of building a new stadium. Here is Jack Grealish twisting and turning in midfield. Sends it wide to Tarkowski, who lays it off to Garner. O'Brien, man, and play back the ball is one bag of play back ball. Arsenal, of course, is favored based on this win probability that we see here. Alcaraz picks it up. Finds McNeil. McNeil with Calafiori for company. McNeil sends it into the box. Headed out by Saliba. Bogner leaves it fine for Keane. Ball into the box looking for Alcaraz. Cuts out by Trossard. Rice with it for Arsenal. Odegaard finds Timber. Inside Everton's half, Saka picks it up. Saka round one. Garner pushes him wide. Now he drifts over all the way to the left side. Finds Odegaard to Rice. Rice sends it to Henkepe, who finds Zubamendi. Saliba, side to side for Arsenal. Oh, come on, Barry. You have to play that ball through. Tarkowski with a good ball to Barry. I mean, he controlled it. He had McNeil running on the right. He probably should have played in McNeil quickly and he would have been in. But instead, Barry tried to hold it up when didn't need it to hold it up. Again, no clear-cut chance. 12 minutes in. 0-0 between Arsenal and Everton. Ball over, looking for Barry. And it's ricocheted of Saliba out for a corner kick. First corner kick of the match to Everton. I wonder if Everton will utilize a set piece FC Saturday. First corner kick of the match. Everton forming a group there at the back post. Tarkowski, of course, is quite dangerous on these corner kicks. Garner is getting ready to take it. Corner kick it in. Just over the head of Alcaraz. And then probably should have done a look weird. I need to see that replay again. David Raya couldn't get to it. They were looking for Tarkowski at the back post. Arsenal was wise to it, but David Raya missed the ball totally. A long throw now in for Everton, as we have this staple of the EPL. Long throw, ball youth. A corner kick. Barry almost in there with a chance. Good block there by who did that? Salib? No, it's Timber. No. It wasn't a block. Timber was able to ease him off. Barry couldn't get the shot. Ricochet off Timber, out for a corner kick. Corner kick for Arsenal under pressure, under a bit of pressure here. Corner kick from the other side for Everton. McNeil this time with the corner from the other side. Ball in. Looking for Tarkowski at the back post again, overhit. And it's out for a goal kick. David Moyes is pissed. And of course, you know, these teams, they work on these set pieces, work on these corner kicks. Everton know that, Coach David Moyes and Everton know that they will not get many chances tonight against this Everton team. So they need to capitalize on these corner kicks, at least force Arsenal to do something in terms of trying to save them, you know. But when you kick the ball out or kick the ball too long like that, like what McNeil just did, it's a waste of corner kick. English Premier League action. We're going to score update. Let's get to score updates. Here comes Alcaraz over dribble. Yeah, expect better from Alcaraz right there, sir. Over dribble inside the 18-yard. And turn over the ball to Saliba. Everton growing into the ball game. Definitely growing into the ball game. 0-0 between Leeds and Crystal Palace. Same time as this game, and also 0-0 between Real Madrid and Sevilla. Over in the Scudetto, Juventus and Roma. Good look ball game going over there, so 0-0. That game is in the 30th minute of play. Big up to the family. For one family say Arsenal does not look like a title contender. a contender. It does not. It looks like a team that is scared. Does not look like a title contender. So far, yes. Again, I mean, after what transpired earlier, you would probably, I would probably expect Arsenal to come out a bit, you know, like a bat out of hell, more charge up, more hungry, you know. Probably take a little bit more risk though, but a lot of side-to-side passing. Of course, it's early warm in the ball game. It's early days. We're not even 20 minutes into the ball game yet. So, and again, you know, Everton has been, you know, they're sitting 10th in the table for a reason. As Saka is trying to go at Mekalenko, and Mekalenko cuts it out and sends it long. Barry, Alcaraz can't get on top of it. Garner finds Grealish. Grealish now in a bit of space. Grealish stretching his legs, cuts it back. Timber now is there for company, and Grealish sends it back to Garner. Ball is with Keane. Keane to Mekalenko. Mekalenko chops Saka out of his shorts and sends it back to Keane. Under a little bit of pressure there. O'Brien. Yeah, Arsenal definitely sitting off Everton when Everton has the ball. I mean, especially in their half of the field. Now Arsenal applying a one-man pressure. Trossard running, or is that Gyökeres? Gyökeres running. Alcaraz picking up the ball in the midfield for Everton. Looking for Grealish, but Grealish says fine, points him to Mekalenko, which he did. Grealish going at Saka, goes around Saka. Saka still running in, trying to cut around Timber. And it's cut up by Zuba-Mendes. So 3 players was there to prevent this, and it's out off Grealish for a throw to Arsenal. Throw it to the Gunners. Timber getting ready. Yo, those of you on the like, smash the like button. Make sure you check out BCN Sports headlines. And subscribe if this is the content for you. You know, subscribe. You don't know. Grealish is appealing for a foul throw. I don't know what Grealish is, as Timber was. He's appealing for where Timber took the throw. Good work there by young O'Brien. Very good work there as Trossard was going at him, but he stood his ground defensively and intercepted the ball. Very good work, youth. Calafori for Gunners. Gunners inside now inside the Arsenal, inside the box. A shot from Zuba-Mendes there over the top. I thought that was Saka down the left side here. So Saka being able to move around a bit. Picked up a ball from Trossard, put it inside on top of the 6-yard box. Cut out by Michael Keane and into Zuba-Mendes, whose shot ended up in the first or second row. Goal kick to Everton. Again, you know, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you like this content, subscribe. Tell a friend. Shrewsbury Hall, is he on the bench? Yeah, actually, Kean Shrewsbury Hall is a big miss there for Everton. Let's see. Of course, he was outstanding against Manchester United. Yep, he's out for this game. So, yeah, not much on the bench. You have Diblin. You have Beto. Not much on the bench for David Moyes and Everton. Not much on the bench. What? David Raya taking a bit of risk there. Here comes Arsenal. Gyökeres finds Saka. Saka going at Mekalenko into the 18-yard box. And the ball is played behind Timber, who overlapped him, who was on the overlap. Now ball is back with Saka. Ball is with Odegaard. Odegaard flips it inside, and his header is wide from Gyökeres. Goal kick to Everton. Remember to check out BCN Sports headlines. Smash the like button on those headlines. Leave a comment or multiple comments on those headlines. And that's how the channel, that's how the content grow. You know, big up to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining BCN Sports. Again, wall-to-wall coverage of all things sports. We have English Premier League coverage. We have La Liga coverage, cricket coverage, track and field coverage, all things sports. If it's sports, NFL coverage, basketball coverage, NBA, we'll have it here. We have, you know, long ball from Pickford and headed on by Barry, but Raya was able to get to it. Here comes Arsenal. Saka with Garner for company. Saka sends it all the way back to Saliba. Big up to all the Excelsior Eagles. Big up on yourself. Excelsior, of course, Manning Cup champs. Excelsior defeated Jamaica College 2-0 in the Manning Cup. Big up to St. Catherine High School, who also won the Walker Cup. We have the Costa Cup final today between Glenmuir and St. Elizabeth Technical High School. And we also have the Ben Francis Cup between Clarendon College and I think Dintail in that final. That's what I think. I'm not sure. Of course, stay tuned for BCN Sports coverage later on, headlines later on, for a recap of all things sports, or some of the major news in the world of sports. Here's Timber, Jurian Timber finds Saka. I bet him turn the ball back. All right, now he goes around. All right, he didn't do that ball into the box. Goal youth! All right, Arsenal fans will be appealing for a penalty. They will be appealing for a penalty here. Referee says no penalty, but VAR will have a look. Gyökeres thought that he was pushed out of the way. Looks like he was pushed as he was in a... Okay, Jurian Timber definitely not in an offside position. Was it Michael Keane there? O'Brien was in the back of... No, man, I not penalty that. Why this brother threw himself on the ground like that? Let's see. Yeah, it seems like he may have pushed him. VAR had a look and said no penalty. Gyökeres thought he was pushed. Why? The Arsenal fans, them said them on them and fight them. Yo, I don't know. I don't know, Bridget. I really don't know what to make of it. I mean, Arsenal fans do have a legit gripe there. Gyökeres felt like he was pushed. It was definitely an opportunity for him to head that ball into an empty net. Corner kick for Arsenal. Ball into the box. Header youth! How did he miss that? Calafori had a chance to head it on target. Probably should have scored. Instead, he headed it wide. Or did O'Brien? What did O'Brien do here? Oh, handball! Handball. Everton fans now. VAR having a look for a handball. This man. This is a handball. This is a penalty. This should be a penalty. O'Brien puts his hands up and intercepted the ball and prevented Calafori from hitting the ball. This is a penalty. Referee's been called over. Then of course, I mean, I must penalty this. Now he's going to the video booth. Yeah, man, I penalty this. This is not volleyball. This is a penalty. I don't know what sort of extra assessment need to occur. What extra review that the referee is looking at. This is a penalty. Of course, the referee now will explain to the stadium as he walks away from the booth. A penalty that, man. Let's see. The audio is off here, so I have to wait to see. It has to be a penalty. O'Brien, you're a madman. Because how are you putting your hands up like that? And you probably should get a yellow card. So he moves Zubamende and then, yeah man, a penalty. It's an absolute penalty. Now, yeah, that's a penalty. And O'Brien receive a yellow card. Penalty to Arsenal. Odegaard is standing over it. Tarkowski, the captain of Everton, in conversation with the referee. Yeah, Tarkowski, you can go watch the VAR replay, Reggie. It's a penalty. Odegaard, as Jordan Pickford is complaining about something. I don't know what Jordan Pickford, well, of course, he would be complaining. That's a penalty. Arsenal looking to go up 1-0, family. Penalty to Arsenal. Gyökeres getting ready to take it as Odegaard hands the ball to Gyökeres. I guess they're trying to get the striker going. All right, Gyökeres versus Pickford. Let's see. Arsenal looking to take the lead. 1-0. Let's see. Gyökeres looking, I don't know, might be a bit focused, waiting for the referee to give the go-ahead. Here is he. Gyökeres steps up and smashes it. 1-0 Arsenal. Yo, he didn't have a prayer to save that. Yo, 1-0 Arsenal. Let's see. Now we have a ball game. Now we have a game because Everton will get more fights now and get more competitive. You know, Jordan Pickford did dive the right way. But yeah, the ball was hit with such venom and into the back of the net. 1-0 Arsenal. 28 minutes into the game. Clear penalty. He think this is volleyball. All right, let's look at some score updates. Let's get some score updates. Leeds 0-0 with Crystal Palace, still 0-0 with Real Madrid and Sevilla. 26 minutes in that Real Madrid-Sevilla game. Still 0-0 between Juventus and Roma. Goal scored in the 27th minute off a penalty by Gyökeres after O'Brien handled the ball like he was playing netball or basketball or volleyball. I mean, O'Brien pretty much jumped with both hands up in the air and prevented Calafori from heading the ball off the corner kick. So, yeah, it's a clear penalty. Clear penalty. Clarendon College playing Clarendon College playing Cornwall College in the Ben Francis Cup. Okay, this is why a man from Cornwall College linked me the other day talking about good try Mannings. Okay, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. So it's a battle of the CCs. That game is on. I can tell you the scoring of that game here in a second. Still 1-0 Arsenal leads Everton. I don't know why this says halftime show, but it's not the halftime show. I thought I deleted that flyer, but oh, Let's see. Scores in the Clarendon College game. Clarendon College versus. All right, 1-1 between the Clarendon College and Cornwall in the Ben Francis Cup final. The game is 1-1. Still Arsenal leading 1-0. Goal scored in the 27th minute by Gyökeres. Ball is with Saliba. Saliba sends it all the way back to Raya. Good work by Calaferi, but taken away by... I'm not seeing Alcaraz. Alcaraz, come off of the field. Speak of the devil. I'm saying I'm not seeing Alcaraz much in the game. And just as I said that, as I was about to say that, he turned over the ball. A simple pass. He turns it over. Very good tackle there from Bonya. Very good tackle, Yod. See if I can do something here. Oh, no, can't do that. Icons. Free kick to Everton. Pickford. Huh. Weird. I can do this. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay. Ball is with David Raya. Yeah, I think Arsenal needs to up the tempo. They have to up the tempo. I mean, you have to up the tempo, Gunners. Have to. Again, if Arsenal takes all 3 points, they will be leading at Christmas. Here comes the Gunners. Ball to Odegaard. Odegaard accelerating play. Finds Saka. Saka out on the right wing. Turns it inside. Slows the ball down. Now it's with Timber. Ball is with Odegaard. Timber overlaps. Sends it inside. Looking for someone to get on the end of it. No one did. And it's cleared out by Everton. Ball into the box, and it's into the arms of goalkeeper. Trying to do something here. Trying to multitask. Yep, I did. I got it. Ball is with Raya. I just discovered that this feature, I can actually put who scores a goal and how many goals they score. So we have Gyökeres with the goal for us now. So Arsenal will be leading at Christmas if this result holds. They will be on 39 points, and Man City will be in second on 37 points. Ball is with Calafori. Calafori sends it back to Henkepe. Henkepe finds Saliba. Arsenal playing it from side to side. Rice looking for option, looking to send it long. And couldn't get Saka at the end of it and headed back by Makalenko into to Pickford. Pickford then rolls it to Tarkowski. Tarkowski to Keane. Keane looking for Makalenko, getting himself in a bit of trouble there, turns out of it and sends it wide to O'Brien. O'Brien who needs to do something after giving away that penalty. McNeil, I forgot he's playing. I forgot McNeil is playing. 1-0 Arsenal leads. McNeil with a heavy touch. Can't get it under control. Taken over by Nkepe. Calafori inviting a bit of pressure. And Erogbonna. And it's out of Erogbonna and out for a throw. Score updates. Let's get the latest score updates. Leeds and Crystal Palace still 0-0. Real Madrid still 0-0 at Sevilla. Kylian Mbappe looking to tie Cristiano Ronaldo's 59 goals in a calendar year. Not going to plan according to plan so far. Juventus 1-0 over Roma. Here's Arsenal come away with it. Cuts up, looking for Saka. Cuts up by Makalenko. Also, in a bit of transfer news, former Chelsea, former PSG, and former Fluminense centre back, the big man himself, Thiago Silva, signed with FC Porto. Thiago Silva signed with FC Porto, according to Fabrice Romano. FC Fluminense ended Thiago Silva's contract 6 months earlier in the week. So now FC Porto was able to sign him on a free transfer. So based on the reports is that Thiago Silva looking to be at the 2026 World Cup. Of course, you want to keep playing football. You're not just walking him on them side. So FC Porto is giving him an opportunity to show Coach Carlo Ancelotti that he can contribute significantly to the Brazil team at the 2026 World Cup. Here is Arsenal. Ball is with Trossard out left. McNeil dropping back. Rice. Yo, vamos, accelerate the play, brother. Headed out, a long ball over and headed out. Oh, what bad football. Mercy me, man. And we have Tarkowski with a difficult challenge, a harsh challenge in the back of Mr. Yokeres. And yellow card to Tarkowski. Yo, I think David Moyes should go ahead and just take off Alcaraz, because Alcaraz is not doing anything. Maybe I gave him I jinxed him, but he's not doing absolutely anything. The simple passes is way off. I don't know if this is too big for Alcaraz. Come on. Free kick to Arsenal. Declan Rice standing over it. And he sends it short to Zubamende, who then sends it back to Rice, who sends it to Timber, who finds Saka out wide. Saka has two players on him, and he turns it back to Timber. What a team for turning the ball side to side and back. Ball is wide with Trossard. Trossard now finds Calafori, who's deep, closer towards the Everton's 18-yard box, who then plays the ball back to Rice. Rice getting a bit of pressure there from Alcaraz. Now, and Arsenal's attack goes all the way back to David Raya. So that started out of an Arsenal free kick. Might as well they didn't kick the ball in that box. Ball is with Raya. Of course, stay tuned from AFCON. Stay tuned to BCN Sports for coverage of African Cup of Nations kicking off tomorrow with Morocco versus Comoros. Comoros takes on Morocco tomorrow at 2 p.m. BCN Sports will have wall-to-wall coverage of African Cup of Nations. Ball is with Jurian Timber, who finds Trossard. Trossard sends it wide, looking for Calafori. Pushed him wide. Now he's asking for a foul. Zubamendi picks it up. Trossard is all over the place. Finds Odegaard. Saka into the box. Saka finds back Odegaard. Everton doing their best to cover all the spaces. Ball is in. Shot from Declan Rice, and it's wide. Goal kick to Everton. 41st minute of play. Arsenal with the lead on a goal by Mr. Gyökeres. A penalty of one after Mr. Breen handled the ball. Breen handled the ball. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe. And David Moyes say, yo, what this looking idiot side? David Moyes is quite frustrated. You know, the free kick from the goal kick. Here comes Everton. Alcaraz, come off the field. I think I would volunteer and come off the field if I'm playing this badly. Maybe we'll say volunteer and turn off the stream for this bad coverage. 65% possession to Arsenal. No, Alcaraz, this something must be going on with him. I've never seen him play this badly. He's a decent little player. Formerly of Flamengo, and also of Southampton. Of course, Flamengo in the Brazilian league. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe. Let's give you an update on Ben Francis Intersecondary School Ben Francis Cup final between Clarendon College and Cornwall College. Game tied at 1-1 in the 30th minute of play. Yo! The goalkeeper handled the ball out of the box, brethren. I'm looking at the schoolboy football here in Jamaica. It looks like Clarendon College goalkeeper handled the ball out of the box. Referee said no dice. Someone says better we skip the second half and go straight to penalty in that game. Here comes back to English Premier League. Saka with it. Saka finds Declan Rice. Rice looking wide, looking to find Jurian Timber. Arsenal is hell-bent on a diagonal pass over Everton's backline, and it's not working. Everton has been wise to it, especially these diagonal passes looking to get behind Makalenko. Everton has cut out 100% of those diagonal passes from deep. I guess that's in the here comes Gyökeres down the middle. Gyökeres in! And a very good stop there by Tarkowski. Gyökeres was almost in. On goal. One straight pass from Saliba. Had Gyökeres in. Very good defending. And it's also akin to a block earlier that Reece James did in the Chelsea versus Newcastle game to block off the bug Harvey Barnes. What a player, buggish, aka bad. Harvey Barnes is piss poor. Wayne Rooney is in the stand. I guess he's getting content for the Wayne Rooney show. A very chubby looking Wayne Rooney, by the way. Yeah, you know, of course, formerly of Everton and Manchester United. Came to the Everton youth system, if I'm not mistaken. Ball is with Everton. What is going on? A player is down. Calafori is down, injured there. It seems like Wait, we have to see that one. A clash between Calafuri and Barry. Okay, clash ahead. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, this he's in a bit of pain there. Yes, yes. I mean, they both went up to head the ball. Calafuri came down pretty hard. What is David Moyes upset about? Mikel Arteta just showed it to him that it's a head injury. So Everton so yeah, the game has stopped. The game has stopped, and yeah, it's a head injury. I mean, what are Everton players complain about? Yo, I'm stepping away for a minute here. For 2 seconds. 4 minutes of added time, and it seems like Calaferi is fine. Calaferi is okay. Yep, Calaferi is okay. He's on the field. 4 minutes at a time. Still 1-0 Arsenal. Ball is sent, looking to Barry. Very good knockdown. Erobogna trying to get on the end of it. Cut up by Zubamendi. Everton applying a bit of pressure. Ball into the box now and into the arms of David Raya. Timber with it. Everton definitely has upped the intensity. Everton has definitely upped the intensity as we draw closer to halftime here. So, we do expect Everton to be a lot more, once they go into halftime. Maybe Beto, maybe bring Beto on. I'm not sure. I don't know where Everton is going to get a creative spark. I mean, Jack Grealish seems to be on an island, seems to be focused on keeping Saka at bay and helping Mikalenko. Rebogna takes it fine. Alcaraz has not done anything good in this football game. Another bad play by Alcaraz. And Arsenal comes away with it. 3-on-2 break, and it's pushed wide by Odegaard. A bad pass by Odegaard. and the ball into the box, and it's just a waste. That was 3-on-2 break. How is that such a bad pass by Martin Odegaard? Goal kick to Everton. And of course, Everton is missing Ndea, who's at the AFCON. A player that is huge for them, offensively. I mean, he's a talented player. Jack Grealish cannot get on the end of it. Saka cutting inside. Hey, finally Alcaraz does something good. Alcaraz driving, trying to send Barry in, and no doing. Cut out by Saliba. Still we play on. Of course, we added 4 minutes of added time. All right, so score update. Leeds leading Crystal Palace 2-0. That's a strange sort of deal. Of course, it's at Ellen Road. And Real Madrid leads Sevilla 1-0. Now, it's important to see who scored for Real Madrid. If it's Kylian Mbappe. And that's at the half. Jude Bellingham is the one that scored for Real Madrid. All right, so halftime it is. Halftime it is as Arsenal ended the half ahead. Arsenal leads Everton 1-0 at Hill Dickinson Stadium. Let's get the second half scoreboard ready. Pretty much not many opportunities to right around. Of course, the position stats will clearly favor Arsenal. I don't know where Everton will find some offensive power. Grealish is spending a lot of time going back, helping Mikalenko with Saka. But I envision that in the second half, you have already down 1-0 in terms of Everton, so you will have to take more risk. Garner is playing okay. James Garner is playing okay. I don't know where the creative juice is gonna come from for Everton. As for Arsenal, they have to play the ball quicker. Have to get the ball quicker. Have to get Trossard in. They're trying this ball behind the box over on Mikalenko's side to get Saka running behind Mikalenko. It hasn't worked, and Everton has been wise to it. So that's the first half story. It's pretty much a situation where, where Arsenal is, it has been, the penalty was definitely a warranted penalty. Arsenal definitely has more possession in the game, has dominated the game from that vantage point, but it's a situation where they haven't created clear-cut chances. Now, what's his name? Tarkowski did make a good interception when Saliba decided to drive Arsenal forward, and that interception by Tarkowski definitely helped. It was huge. So maybe Arsenal should mix it up a bit. Maybe they should mix it up a bit. Forget about this, trying to always do this diagonal pass. They probably should look to mix it up and get some people driving at the center of this Everton defense. So it's 1-0 at the half. I'm going to step away and we'll be back in a bit for the second half. Getting ready for second half action between Everton and Arsenal, English Premier League action. Number 2, Everton, Arsenal versus the 10th place Everton. First half 1-0. First half went to Arsenal 1-0. Goal by Gyökeres. Both teams need to kind of kick on. The game kind of boring still. Both teams need to kind of provide the neutral like myself some form of entertainment. This is festive football, festive fixtures. Come on, let's go. Let's get some entertainment going on here. Teams are getting ready. Raya standing in a tunnel. Calafori looks fine. Of course, he had that head injury. He's talking to Trossard. As we wait for this second half to start, we're gonna go ahead and just give you some score update. Score update. Clarendon College, D'Acosta Cup, Ben Francis Cup final. Between Clarendon College and Cornwall College. Currently still 1-1 at the National Stadium, Independence Park, still 1-1. That's for all the Jamaican fans of Jamaican schoolboy football. That game is still 1-1. Let's see here. Leeds 2-0 over Crystal Palace. This is a bit of surprise, you know. Leeds 2-0 over Crystal Palace. Real Madrid 1-0 over Sevilla. Juventus 1-0 over Roma. Alright, I'm gonna take so long to start the second half, brethren. Both teams are finally back out. Referees out. Second half action, English Premier League. If this result holds, Arsenal will lead the Premier League at Christmas. 16 of the last 32 teams that have won the EPL title have led at Christmas. So, Arsenal, we're saying a flip a kind. Let's see if there's any subs. Referee getting ready to restart play. All right, and of course you have that fool. Well, I guess that play where you kick off the ball and send it back to the goalkeeper, and 3 players line up on the right side and run and try to get it long. But what? Just on that general principle alone, what a bad pass and bad decision. Alcaraz should be off the field. Long throw for Everton. Brain's getting ready to restart play. Of course, the man who gave away the penalty. Long throw into the box, looking for Tarkowski. Shot by Everton. Everton fans asking for a penalty. No dice. The camera span to the referee as we're seeing the replay. They ended up hitting the hands of the Arsenal player. And that was Alcaraz with the idiot shot. Ended up hitting the hand of the Everton player. Ball sent long. Cleared out by Everton. Trying to get Alcaraz on the end of it. And into the arms of goalkeeper David Raya. Alright, looking forward to see David Raya at the World Cup with the Colombian team. Should be hopefully Colombia can make some noise at this World Cup. Oh, not Colombia, Spain. I was wrong. Thought it was Colombian, but he's Spanish. Ball is with Saliba. Saliba all the way back to Rhea. Rhea sends it long. And then cleared it. Then the ball is now with Everton. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Tarkowski finds O'Brien, who finds McNeil. Forget that McNeil is playing, who switches it left. Very good switch to Grealish. Now going at Timber. Has two players for company. Ball into the box. Everton looking with a chance. Couldn't get on the end of it. Cleared out by Arsenal. Tarkowski sends it back. Headed on. And into the arms of goalkeeper Rhea. So Everton seems to have come out with a little bit of more energy. Ball is with Declan Rice. Rice finds Trossard on the left. I could have told you guys who scored for Leeds. This is BCN Sports Watch Along of English Premier League. Goal scorers for Leeds. Leeds leading Crystal Palace 2-0. There's only one goal scorer for Leeds, and that's the man Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored 2 goals. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin with the 2 goals for Leeds. And as I mentioned earlier, Everton don't really have much help on the bench. You know, and I've said ad nauseum at length a few times about the fact that they're missing Ndia. You know, player who's a very creative player for them. Trossard trying to flick the ball off, missed the flick. Here comes Everton. Yo, James Gardner, that's not your play, Virgin. You cannot try salad man. Everton turns the ball over. Here comes Gyökeres driving towards the Everton box, trying to cut between 2 players, and then cut out by Tarkowski, and somehow the ball almost rolled on to Jordan Pickford. I don't know what happened on that play, and Pickford finally got it. That's kind of a Mickey Mouse sort of play. I don't know, kind of comedic actually. Ended up almost on a Jordan Pickford, but Everton survived that occasion. Here's the ball out wide for Arsenal to Saka. Of course, Arsenal last EPL game. Here comes the ball into Timber. Timber cuts it back to Saka. Saka almost scores. And then Tarkowski is there in the line after he beat the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford with the shot. Tarkowski clears it off the line. Or clears it from going into the goal. Good defending there from Tarkowski, recognizing that Pickford was beaten and was there to get behind him. Of course, Arsenal last 2 goals, or last game, there were 3 own goals in the game against Wolverhampton. That game ended 2-1 for Arsenal. So, offensively, Arsenal is kind of stuttering, but they have been able to score a penalty here. Rhea out quickly to intercept. Ball is with Arsenal. Calafori finds Zubimendi. Zubimendi sends it wide to Saliba. Here comes Everton into the box, and Everton fans want a penalty. And referee says no. Barry may have, did Barry went down a little bit too easy there in the box? Young Barry. Or was he even in the box? Seems like he overkicked the ball there. Maybe a foul, but it definitely wasn't a penalty. No, it's not a foul. It's not a foul. I am sick and tired of these players diving, and you have young players doing it in football. That's not a foul. I saw Harvey Barnes earlier decided to throw himself to ground rather than continue the attack in the box. It's just it just makes me nauseous sometimes watching football. It's just really bad. And then the referee doesn't card them. Throw into Everton. Big up to all the subscribers on Facebook. Big up to all the subscribers on YouTube. Big up, big up, big up. And when Jamaicans say big up, I mean thank you, thank you. Big up, big up. AFCON Cup of Nations starts tomorrow. BCN Sports will have wall-to-wall coverage and watch along of African Cup of Nations. Here comes Everton. McNeil trying to find Alcaraz, overhits the ball and recovered by the Gunners. Sends all the way back to Raya, who cleared the line. Ball is with Jack Grealish. Here comes Everton again. The toughest down the left. And Jack Grealish and Mikalenko not on the same page. And the ball is out for a goal kick. Yo, people. This is bad. I mean, it's a grinding out victory. And yeah, it's definitely not a penalty. Definitely not a penalty. Score still Real Madrid 1-0 over Sevilla. Juventus has made it 2-0 over Roma. Juventus leads Roma 2-0 in the Scudetto. So last game of the calendar year for now it's 2-1 between Juventus and Roma. Goals by Francesco Conceição and Lois Openda for Juventus, and Tommaso Baldanzi with the goal for Roma. The Gasparini coach, Roma. And seems like Leon Bailey was subbed on and subbed off. Back to this to the EPL game. Arsenal still leading Everton 1-0. Checking to see what's going on with Leon Bailey. Of course, Jamaican international Leon Bailey. He was subbed on and seemed like he was subbed off. So just sent a message to a friend to find out what's the status. Here's Jack Grealish going back to his goal. Wrong way, Jack, and he turns the ball over, but the referee is giving him a free kick. And Gyökeres, I guess with a delay a game, picks up a yellow card. Yeah, I hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday. Hope everyone, if you celebrate Christmas and this time of the year, hopefully you have a wonderful Christmas, a safe Christmas holiday. If you don't celebrate, then hopefully you're able to, enjoy the vibes with those who do, or just enjoy whatever you do. Be safe, and let's be kind to one another. Let's take care of one another. I don't know how you go. Lend a hand when we can. Here comes Everton with a long ball into the box, and another appeal for a penalty. Young Barry is down, shot from Alcaraz wide, and Everton players are now at the referee asking for a penalty. And the referee looked like he's not interested. But let's see what VAR. Wait, what is going on with Barry there? Okay, so Barry was kicked by Saliba. I don't know. I don't know if this is a penalty. Referee says no penalty, but let's see if VAR intervenes. Barry kicked the ball first. He's in the box, yes. Saliba kicked the back of his leg. VAR is checking for a possible penalty. Is it a penalty? I don't know. He definitely kicked. Saliba definitely kicked him. I mean, it could be a penalty. The ball was already played. I don't know. Yes, it could be a penalty. Let's see if what the referee does. I don't know. People, I don't know what's constituted a penalty anymore. The referee seems like he's not interested. Barry's still down, getting treatment. I don't know if VAR is talking to the referee. We're seeing a replay of it here. Both players battling for the football. Barry was able to get to it first, poke it away, and Saliba, while trying to kick the foot of Barry. He's inside the box. That's what I'm describing what occurred. Jack Grealish and the Everton folks wants a PK. Referee said no dice, no PK. Let's play on. All right, let's move. Nothing to see here. All right, back to play. Barry's causing the Arsenal defense a lot of headache here. And David Moyes is pissed off as now Henkepe pulled down young Barry. Yo, he's a kid. Why is Arsenal defenders struggling with this young kid? One thing he will definitely cause you a headache, and David Moyes is really pissed off. He's probably going to get a yellow card. Thierno Barry, 23 years old. Man still have a bunch of heart on his face like me, like when I was a youngster. Still highly. Ball into the box. And David Reyes quickly to restart play, trying to get Gyökeres going. But Makalenko is there with him. Gyökeres almost turned Makalenko. Referee says Makalenko is appealing for a foul, but referee said play on. Come on. (1-0) Arsenal over Everton. Everton stepping it up here a bit, getting a bit more feisty, trying to find Thierno Barry, who's battling Saliba and Henkepe. Boy, Arsenal don't look good, brother. Them don't look good for a title chasing team. Of course, it's not about style points. It's about 3 points. Of course, Arsenal started the season very well. Here comes Rice. Rice finds Timber, but cut out by Keane. Arsenal quickly trying to get play started. Back to Saka. Saka finds Trossard. Trossard on the left side. Has a brain for company. Cuts inside him. Cuts out on the left side. Puts it across the box. Overhit. Too hard. And, Everton with him idiot defending. Ball in and almost cleared. Almost to the lap of Gyökeres. Gotten away. Cleared away by Tarkowski. Here is Arsenal. Definitely increase the tempo. Saka with a shot, and it's blocked by Keane. That's the sort of intensity the title-winning team is supposed to play with. Ball is now with Barry. Barry really contesting with Saliba and the two centre-backs for Arsenal. Timber. Julian Timber down the right side. Ball is with Calafori. Calafori finds Zubimendi in the centers, who then turns it to Trossard on the left. Trossard looking for movement. Rice moved, didn't use him. Ball is back to Trossard. And Trossard, come on. Trossard sends it to Calafori as the ball down, slow down to a call. Yakares showing. And Calafori decides to go all the way back to Henkepa. And Henkepa might go all the way back to Raya. And the ball is all the way back to Saliba. Saliba in his own half, looking for options. Finds Julian Timber. Timber finds Zubimendi into Everton's half. And a bad ball from Zubimendi plays it behind Saka, and it's out for a throw. 1-0 Arsenal leading. 28-minute penalty from Yakares. And Beto is warming up for Everton, and Gabriel Jesus is warming up for Arsenal. Both managers need an injection of something here. Ball is with Saliba. Saliba to Henkepa, who then you have acres of room where you turn up. Yo, this brother have acres of room. Boom. you have acres of room, and you turn the ball back, drive into the space. Here comes Arsenal. Odegaard finds Rice. Rice on the top of the 18. Rice finds Trossard, must be a goal, and off the post. He missed it. Leading away, curling it, and it off the post, out for a throw. And just like that, the Gunners should have been 2-0. And that's a trademark Trossard arm shot. On his right foot, looking for the corner. Couldn't place it, and off the post. Leeds lead in Crystal Palace 3-0. And Gyökeres' day is done as Gabriel Jesus is getting ready to come on. So Gabriel Jesus is on for Gyökeres. And Barry is coming off a better. The kid did well. Tierno Barry, 23 years old. He did make a nuisance of himself by really battling the centre backs of Arsenal. Now over to Beto. Let's see if Beto can score a goal. It's only 1-0. As Saka is down injured, let's get to the score updates. Real Madrid still leaving Sevilla 1-0 in the 68th minute. Juventus 2-1 over Roma. Leeds 3-0 over Crystal Palace in the other EPL game currently going on. 78th minute of play. Arsenal 1-0 over Everton in our game. EPL results for today so far. Newcastle and Chelsea drew 2-2 in the early morning kickoff. Bournemouth 1-0 with Burnley. Brentford defeated Wolverhampton 2-0. Wolverhampton yet to win a ball game. Brighton 0-0 with Sunderland. Man City 3. A brace from Erling Haaland. 149 goals for Erling Haaland. Man City 3-0 over West Ham. And of course Liverpool. Isak with a goal and Ekitike another. Liverpool 2-1 over Spurs, over 9 men Spurs. Restarting at Hill Dixon Stadium as Arsenal still leads Everton 1-0. Ball is with Raya. Make sure to smash the like button. Tell a friend about the show. If I have the thumbnail halftime, BCN Sports halftime up, that's my apologies for not deleting that. I should have deleted that. This is BCN Sports watch along of English Premier League action. Tomorrow we'll have watch along of English Premier League action between Aston Villa and Manchester United. And we'll have coverage of AFCON. We'll also have BCN Sports football recap show at 5 p.m. Here is Bakary Saka. Saka find Odegaard. Cuts it inside. Looks for a shot from Zubimendi. Off the post again. And into Odegaard, who was standing in an offside position. So twice Arsenal has hit the post. Trossard did it. And now Zubimendi with it. Everton living dangerously here. If the result holds, Arsenal will be leading at Christmas. Leading the EPL table by 2 points at Christmas. 39-37. Wait, that was better just though. I sight him just sight the ball. Yo, a long ball out from John Pickford and Beto ran to the ball. I guess he misjudged it. I thought he was going to control it, but then the ball just mysteriously fell to the ground. Ball is with Raya. Everton putting a bit of pressure. You know, said bad whenever you have to recognize that it's bad for Everton when Alcaraz has played so poorly and yet he's still on the field. Of course, Dewsbury Hall is injured. He's not available. And Ndia is also out for Everton. And McNeil is not playing any ball for game for Everton. An intense looking David Moyes is shouting and speaking to his players. Free kick for Everton. Garner standing over it. I think Everton hope is a set piece goal. Garner standing over it. Getting ready to send the free kick into the box. Ball sent into the box. Headed on by Beto. Cleared out by Arsenal. Put back in by Mikalenko. And overhit and into the arms of goalkeeper Raya, who quickly releases Saka. Saka out. Into Everton's half. Finds Gabriel Jesus. Jesus now flips it over to Odegaard. Odegaard now finds Zubimendi. Zubimendi to Rice. Saka trying to backheel to Declan Rice. And it's cuts out. Ball is with Trossard. Trossard to Calafori. Calafori to Zubimendi. Jesus, more side-to-side play. Jesus finds Odegaard. Odegaard. Saka trying to get a shot off, and Saka and Timber are both in each other's way, and the ball ran out for a goal kick. Yo, and let's speak the same language. Still 1-0 Arsenal. Let's get a score update on Jamaica's schoolboy football Ben Francis Cup action. Nope, wrong site. Clarendon College is leading Cornwall College 2-1 in the 77th minute. Clarendon College leading Cornwall College 2-1. So Clarendon College, after the exit of legendary coach Lenworth Teacher Hyde, is looking to claim that Ben Francis Trophy. Of course, Lenworth Teacher Hyde and Dintil were defeated in the semi-final of the DaCosta Cup. Glenmuir will take on Glenmuir Estates in the DaCosta Cup final later on. And a nice little crowd settling there at the National Stadium. Well, maybe not crowd. Yet, I think Clarendon College was almost in there for another goal. Nope, but it was cut out by the Cornwall College goalkeeper. Almost. Back to English Premier League as more subs getting ready for David Moyes. I think he has seen enough. Yo, Alcaraz come off, I feel, long time, Bridget. He should be off the field long time. Remember to smash the like button, member, share the content, tell a friend about the show. Don't know. BCN Sports watch along of English Premier League. Thank you for joining us. Here comes Saka. Saka going at Keane. And it's ricocheted of Saka and out for a goal kick. That was a replay. Score, just trying to get you score updates. Other football games going on. Leeds 3-0 over Crystal Palace in the 77th minute. Still 1-0 Real Madrid over Sevilla. Bayer Leverkusen defeated RB Leipzig 3-1 in the Bundesliga. See, that's it for scores. Scores. That's it for scores. Of course, African Cup of Nations kicks off tomorrow. A remarkable scene in Turkey's second tier as Boluspor players protest their non-payment of wages by refusing to play for the game's opening minute. Opponents Pendekspor sportingly choose not to score. The football gods reward them with a 2-1 win. Non-payment of wages. Come on, pay them on them, pay the people them. Come on, can't have people them at work and not get paid. What kind of foolishness is that? All right, ball is with Jordan Pickford. Back to English Premier League coverage. Again, the ball gave me a boring and a heavy touch from Tarkowski, who then sends it long, looking for Jack Grealish. Better gets in. Better, very physical play there from Better. Jurian Timber saved Saliba there, who misjudged that ball. Ball is it Arogbonya. Everton pushing for an equalizing goal, sitting 10th in the Premier League. Ball sent one long, looking for Alcaraz. Better. Can't get a hold of it. I think Alcaraz, is he off the field? Let's get the subs. 77th minute of play. Let's get the substitutions, the latest subs. Yep, Alcaraz is off. McNeil, both McNeil and Alcaraz are off. Dibley and Merlin Roll is on. So Tyler Diblin, it's an exciting young player. Let's see if he can get at the end of the something, because he's an exciting young player. Let's see, Tyler Diblin. Number 20? I think that's his shirt. Yep. Number 20, Tyler Diblin. All right, so keep an eye on young number 20, Tyler Diblin. Let's see. Exciting young player. Ball in. All right, youth, you have the ball. Show what you have. Quickly, Calafiori is out quickly to him. Ball sent into the box, looking for Beto. And it's off the shoulder of Rowe and into the arms of David Raya. Everton is pushing for a goal, family. Pushing for a goal, which will give more opportunity to Arsenal. And of course, Arsenal play the ball right back to the goalkeeper. Saliba. Enkepa. Or Enkepe. Encampe. Hincape. Ball is with Calafiori. Calafiori then sends it back to Hincape, who then finds David Raya. Yo, Arsenal, come on, the brethren. This is slow build-up play. You have to keep the ball moving quicker. And Raya getting a bit of pressure there from Roll. Hincape sends it long. Headed up by Keane. Cut up by Rice. Rice to Trossard. Trossard turns the ball back. Finds Odegaard. Odegaard twists his turns. Finds Garner is on him for... And, he lays it off to Timber. Here's Odegaard. Goes around Garner. Beautiful play by Odegaard. Finds Timber, who couldn't get across. Good play by Mikalenko. But Julian Timber pushed the ball further down the line and crossed the ball, youth. Mikalenko is sliding for the one-time cross. 1-0 Arsenal. And Martinelli, Gabriel Martinelli, is coming on for Arsenal. Gabriel Martinelli is on. Still, Leeds continues to lead. Leeds continue to lead. Crystal Palace 3-0. Real Madrid 1-0 over Sevilla as we bounce around the games that are playing. Juventus have secured a 2-1 victory over Roma. Raya sends it long, looking for Calafiori. Rice to Martinelli. Martinelli driving back towards his goal, running back towards his goal, and finds Saliba. Saliba sends it long. Gabriel Jesus gives chase as the ball is with Jordan Pickford. Pickford then sends it up, looking for Jack Grealish. And it in no man's land and with Arsenal. Here comes the Gunners. Encape finds Rice. Rice receives it back from Calafiori. Calafiori. Erogbonia giving Rice some trouble, and he sends it back to Encape, who then sends it back to David Raya. I want to say, and then David Raya then passes the ball out for a throw as Henkape wasn't paying attention. Arsenal does not look like a very... them not convinced. They don't look very convincing in this game. It's like, come on. For a title-chasing team, come on, Arsenal. And again, we have to admit that Arsenal has been in a bit of a rough patch. Last week against Wolverhampton, they won that game despite not scoring a goal. Wolverhampton scored all 3 goals. Poor clearance there from the Gunners. Erogbonia with it. Looking to find Breen. Here comes Gabriel Martinelli with it for Arsenal. Quickly over is Mikalenko. Or Gardner. Ball is then turns back to Calafiori. Arsenal keeps turning the football back. We're going to have to start calling them Turning Back FC. Here's the ball with Martin Odegaard. Odegaard driving into the half of Everton now with Saka. And I think what's going on is that because Arsenal is already ahead, There's no stress, right? There's no worry. They want to, they're very cautious, want to protect this 1-0 lead. So they're trying to manage this game, which is somewhat understandable. But we all know one of the most dangerous leads in football is the 1-0 lead. And defensively, Arsenal is one of the better teams in the Premier League, defensive-wise, right? So they don't concede a lot of goals. I think they were the #1 defense last year, if my memory serves me well. But at the same time, you want to keep going to try to get some more goals. I mean, ultimately, this offense of Arsenal is a pretty good offense going forward. They do have some players. Now, we can talk all we want about Gyökeres not scoring a bag of goals. But at the end of the day, you do have players in the wide area who score and score bunches. Here's the ball with Timber in the box. Timber looking for Odegaard. Odegaard on top of the key, trying to get a shot off. Everton quickly there to close that door. Martin Odegaard with it. By the way, remember to smash the like button. Remember to tell a friend about the content. We have coverage of African Cup of Nations starting tomorrow. We also have watch along from Manchester United versus Aston Villa. And wherever you are in the world, big up. Thank you always for joining us wherever you're watching us from. Thank you for watching us on whatever platform you're in. Big up, big up. I want to, always shout out to the subscribers and the listeners. Here comes Everton, the toughest driving. Martin Roll. Looking for Tyler Diblin. Diblin is covered up. Now he sends it back all the way to Mikalenko. Mikalenko back to Roll with a bad pass to Jack Grealish. And this pisses manager David Moyes off even more as he covers his face up. Yeah, the thing that David Moyes is saying, as sometimes you're coaching and you're frustrated with the players, and you're just like, what in the world are you doing? What? It was a simple pass. Arsenal restarted play, throw in, but cut out by Everton. Yeah, I should have done. I had two choices today in terms of watch-alongs. I had this game to do a watch-along for, and I had the Newcastle versus Chelsea game. But because the Newcastle-Chelsea game was a 7:30 a.m. kickoff my time, I said, you know what, let's just watch the game and stop bothering people who watch along early in the morning. But I should have done a watch along at 7:30 a.m. for that Chelsea-Newcastle game, because this football game, this Everton-Arsenal game, it's so boring. Free kick to Arsenal. Make it stop. David Raya sends it long. As Gabriel Jesus trying to get behind Everton's defense, cut out by Tarkowski. Or it's Keane. Good play, youth. Good player. Yeah. I'm getting copying there a bit of Uncle Roger with the Yo. I think it was Garner. Garner walked through two Arsenal players and played the ball to no one. This is not good advert for the English Premier League. Here is Saka. Saka finds Zubimendi. Zubimendi in the arc, in the center circle. Finds Declan Rice. Rice now sends it, and a very good tackle by Orugbagna. At least, let's see some good defensive work here. Tyler Diblin cuts inside. Calafori is on his outside. Now 3 players on him. And it's out for an Everton throw. As Mikel Arteta almost encroaching on the field. They're trying to urge his players on. Both managers almost encroaching onto the field. Make sure you check out BCN Sports headlines. You know what? I will record the daily headlines right after this and post it. Bakri Saka. Saka looking to go around. Saka into the box. Saka into the box. And he's out. A penalty. Penalty. Arsenal fans are claiming a penalty. Nope. Referee says corner kick. Let's see. As he drove at Mikalenko for once. Got around him. Had Keane. Leg hit Keane. And he's tripped out of bounds. Corner kick. As the corner kick is in front of the Arsenal fans. And of the large contingents of fans, only 5 of them clapping. Mikel Moreno is getting ready to come in for Mikel Arteta for Martin Odegaard. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Mikel Moreno comes in and score. Mikel Moreno in on the corner kick. Crashing into the box. Bukayo Saka getting ready to start play. 88 minutes of play. Remember to join us on BCN Sports tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. for Aston Villa versus Man United. Festive fixtures. Here is Saka with the corner kick. Sends the ball in. Cleared out by Everton. Not all the way yet, but now they've gotten it out. And ball is back to Zubimendi. Zubimendi finds Saka. Saka to Saliba. Saliba in Everton's half. Finds Calafari, who's outside of the 18. Sends it wide to Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli looking at O'Brien. O'Brien, the man who gave away the penalty. And Martinelli decides to play the ball back to Hincape. Hincape to Saliba. Saliba back to Hincape inside his own half. And now with Rice in his half. As Arsenal looks to manage the game and see out the clock. Ball trying to find Gabriel Martinelli, and it's out overplayed by Zubimendi. Zubimendi have played some bad passes today. 89 minutes of play. Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Arsenal will be top at Christmas if this result holds. By 2 points. Man City currently leading the table. The English Premier League table. Everton trying to get an equalizer. Martinelli comes away with it. Tarkowski and O'Brien. And Martinelli with a bad pass. Gives away the ball to Everton, who turns around, gives it right back to Arsenal. Ball in, and Tarkowski almost scored from a bad Everton bad Arsenal pass. As Mikel Moreno was looking to feed Gabriel Jesus, and Tarkowski was in the way and almost scored in his own goal. Corner kick to Everton. To Arsenal. Set piece FC lining up at the back post. A bag of defenders. Saka getting ready to try to line up something for set piece FC. Saka balls into the box and almost caught Jordan Pickford out on an Olympico, but Pickford was wise to it and picked it up and cleared his lines. Here comes Saka back with the right foot cross. Jesus, what kind of foolishness? Jesus with a horrible shot who ended up going across the goal. Here's Arsenal trying to get in. Martinelli with the control. Jesus, 1, 2, Jesus down the line, and a little bit too much. Should have played the ball in, cleared out by Tarkowski. Gabriel Jesus, definitely a skillful player, just cannot. Probably doing a little bit too much. Should have crossed the ball. 6 minutes of added time. 1-0 Arsenal leads Everton. Throw into Arsenal. Calafari is standing over it, getting ready to restart play. Arsenal's going towards, as Gabriel Martinelli has picked up a yellow card. Jesus with it, and the referee didn't call a foul. As Arsenal is running clock closer towards the corner flag, trying to see out this victory. As Jesus now holds up the ball over by the corner flag. And the ball is out of a throw of Everton closer towards the corner flag. As Arsenal is running, just holding it up into the corner. Holding to the corner, Arsenal. Doing a hole into the corner. Back to Jesus, and Jesus now with it. Let's see if he's trying to cross. He finds Martinelli, who then tries to back, who tries something. It didn't work out. The ball was out for a goal kick. That's why them shot with the ball in that corner. '93rd minute. 6 minutes. 3 minutes of added time remaining. Some of the Everton fans then decided to leave. Jordan Pickford sends it long. Better again. Missing the ball. Throw into Everton. O'Brien looking for a long throw in. Looking for Better. Better. Finally decides to hold up play. And Kepe with a very good tackle. Aaron Bogner finds O'Brien. O'Brien. Yo, put the ball in that box now, youth. And Tyler Diblin. And Tarkowski sends it into the box finally. A misplay from Zubimendi and into Raya. Raya quickly trying to get Martinelli going. A little bit too quick for his own good. And and Everton give the ball right back. Absolutely bonkers. Everton won the ball and give it right back to Arsenal. Here is Jesus. Rice. Now Rice will take it to the corner flag. Dribbling to the corner. Dribbling to the corner flag. It must be a cup final. Arsenal always looking for the corner flag. And Everton give the ball right back to Arsenal after winning the ball over. All right, one final roll of the dice. Long ball into the box by Jordan Pickford. Diblin has two players and a tame cross from Diblin. Cleared. Yeah, referee, bluff. No, you have 1 more minute left. Martinelli putting pressure on Pickford, who cleared it to Timber, who then turns around and finds Raya. And Raya, the ball is cut out by Keane. Keane intercepted it, finds Grealish. And Grealish is down, looking for a free kick. Free kick to Everton. One last attempt on goal. Garner going over it. Everton sending all the tall players forward. The defensive line is set right outside the 18. Beto is standing in the offside position, but he will run out. Ball sent in, looking for a knockdown, and it's a poor free kick, and it's headed up by Hincape. And Makalenko was quickly to the second ball. Here is Jordan Pickford at midfield, looking to send the ball into the box. Chips it on, looking for Everton header, and not an Everton player to get it. And victory for Arsenal. I am glad this ball game is over. 1-0 to Arsenal. 1-0 to Arsenal. Arsenal secured a 1-0 victory of Gyökeres penalty in the 27th minute. Let's get through some score updates. 3-1 Leeds is leading Crystal Palace. Real Madrid ended 2-0 over Sevilla. Let's see who scored that second goal for Real Madrid. if it was Kylian Mbappe, if he was able to tie Cristiano Ronaldo's record. And he did. 86-minute penalty. So Kylian Mbappe scored 59 goals in a year. Wait, is it one? Let's see. I want to make sure is it tie or breaking the record? I need to go over here. So Kylian Mbappe did score a penalty, 2-0 victory. Sevilla ended the game with 10 men. All right, so Kylian Mbappe slots home from the penalty spot, equals a historic record. Has scored 59 goals in a calendar year, same as Cristiano Ronaldo in 2013. So Kylian Mbappe has achieved the mark of scoring 59 goals in a calendar year. As last time that was done, it was at Real Madrid. It was by the man CR7. All right, that's it. So Real Madrid 2-0 over Sevilla. Juventus 2-1 over Roma. I think notably from the Jamaican perspective, Leon Bailey seemed to have picked up a knock. Came out of that game injured. All right, so Arsenal 1-0 over Everton. Arsenal will lead the EPL table at Christmas on 39 points, while Man City will be in second on 37 points. Wolverhampton will remain rooted at the table on 2 points after Wolverhampton suffered another defeat today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Big up to those who jumped on the live. In fact, let me give an update on schoolboy football result. Let's go over to Ben Francis Cup game. That's just wrapping up, I presume. If it has not wrapped up yet, game ended. Seems like Clarendon College. Wait, let's go back. So it was 2-1. Yep, Clarendon College won the game. Yeah. Clarendon College won the Ben Francis Cup 2-1. So congrats to Clarendon College. Big up yourself. All right, that's it from me. Again, EPL watch along tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Stay tuned for BCN Sports headline. Drop in here in about the next hour or so. Yep, we'll highlight the top headlines in the world of sports. We'll do the football day that was in football headlines, and we have some cricket headlines, and let's see if there's any track and field headlines. All right, big up to those on the live.